Do you know any moms that are tired, sick, and overweight? Maybe that's you. I'm Dr. Jeni. I'm a functional health consultant, and I work with moms like that all the time. Women that feel like they have lost their health in the process of taking care of those they love. So maybe this seems like it's a health problem that you're experiencing, but let me just tell you, when you don't have the health that you deserve, all of your life is impacted. Do you get home at the end of a long day at work and just want to snap at the kids, or maybe just put on your jammy pants and have everybody sit on the couch and watch TV for the rest of the night? You don't have the energy to cook dinner, to help your kids with homework, have a meaningful discussion, and then your husband comes home at the end of his day, and instead of wanting to engage with him and maybe even be intimate, you're so tired, like sex. Who has the energy for that? I just want to go to bed at 8 o'clock. Maybe you're feeling like that. Maybe you're feeling like you can't keep up with your kids, that you can't even play with them because you're laying on the couch with a headache 3-4 times a week. Those are the things that they really weigh on you. Maybe you're afraid to put on a bathing suit. Heaven forbid it's warming up and it's going to be that time of the year where we're going to the pool with our kids and you're just embarrassed and feel like, I can't wear this. Or you used to look and feel a certain way, and fast forward 10 or 15 years, a couple of kids later, and you just think, what has happened to me? I don't feel good about myself. And then that translates into lack of confidence at work, or just being grumpy with your kids and not giving them your best, putting your best foot forward for them. So first of all, let me just tell you, this is not your fault. The root of this problem is the fact that you probably started out, before you even had any kids, nutritionally depleted, because most Americans are in the tank when it comes to their vitamin reserves and antioxidant stores and things like that. And you know, there's studies that show this. Our food supply has changed. We're just not getting the building blocks, the raw materials we need for good health anymore. And so if you take that and then you throw in the mix pregnancy, where you have a life growing and developing inside of you, and the way that the human body is designed is that if your baby isn't able to get what it needs out of your extras, it'll take everything it needs from you. So maybe you took prenatals, maybe you didn't. It almost doesn't matter. It's hard to stay on top of good nutrition when you're creating life inside of your body. And then, so then you have a baby, maybe you breastfed, maybe you didn't. If you did, this situation gets even worse, because you're a food supply. So you are making somebody's food. If you're in the tank, again, your baby's literally sucking all of the nutrition it needs out of your body. And most people don't stop at one kid. There's 2 or 3 or 4. So every time you go through this process, you just get a little further into the tank. So what would happen if you could fix that problem and feel like your old self again? You could have the energy not only to keep up with your kids, but to wear them out. You looked forward to date night with your husband. You had energy. You had something left for you after you took care of all the responsibilities that we have as moms. So, you didn't feel like you were just getting all the leftovers, and you could start enjoying the things that you like again. Maybe you like to take walks. Maybe you like to scrapbook, or have girls' night, or just things that you have just completely forgotten about because your health feels like, I'm never going to get it back. But you deserve to have your life back, and you deserve good health. So what I specialize in is helping guide women through a 4-step process. The first step is to connect. And what this is a free, no obligation consultation where we have a talk. And I decide, do you even qualify for this program? Is this something that would help you? And I'll shoot you straight. If it's not, I'll tell you that. And if it is, I'll tell you what that looks like. So that's step 1. And then The next step is to evaluate. Evaluate where you are. I take a very thorough health history, ask a lot of questions that no one's probably ever asked you before. And then we run some really cutting edge diagnostic tests that evaluate your nutrition status. So we look to fill in the gap, find the root cause of what is making you so tired and how do we fix it. And then based on that, I call that individual health intel that I get from you. It's all about you. We take that, we put together a plan, and we put together a plan that works for moms, because that's who I almost exclusively deal with. And so I know what works for a mom and what just, quite frankly, doesn't work for busy mamas. And so we take all that information we get in the plan, and then step 4 is to execute it. And that's where the rubber meets the road. You take the good information that we collect and put together, and you work on the plan. We have regular touch points where we can evaluate, hey, does this need a little tweak? How can we best support you? So it's personalized for you. So if any of that sounds like, hey, wow, that's me. I really do want to take back my life because I think my family deserves my best. And right now I don't feel healthy enough to give them my best. If that's you, click on the button below to schedule a free no obligation consult, and let's talk. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.